I went to this fancy restaurant a couple of weeks ago. You know, the ones where the steaks are $58. And if you want chips, well, there's another 15. I really don't like anybody else cooking my steak. So I thought, I'll have the duck. And the menu read, grilled duck breast, medium rare, plus confit duck leg with a blackberry sauce. $55. And I ordered the beans too, green beans, $14. When the duck come out, it was duckling. A duck breast is massive. This thing was tiny. And medium rare, it was cooked all the way through. And the duck leg, you know, when you leave your chicken legs in the oven too long and all the skin shrinks up, that's what the duck leg looked like. I have to tell you, the blackberry sauce was really good. The beans, although they're tough, they're almost inedible. I ate as many as I could and sent most of them back. I was down at the supermarket yesterday, and what should I find high up on the shelf? A duck. A whole duck. $20. Today we're having duck breast, fried sweet potato, yes, and green beans. First of all, we have to carve up this duck. I did watch a YouTube video on this. Isn't YouTube a great thing? This is what they advised me to do. I've got some serious implements of destruction there. We'll see how I go. The bloke says to do, you hold it up like that, find where your backbone is, get a knife, come in at 45 degrees, and there's a little bump at the end. That works spectacularly well. And then you get the other side, do the same thing. Too easy. And then you got the breast. You just go carefully in there. A bit of it. There we go. Duck cut in half. Next we're going to get these breasts off. Just like boning anything else out. Cut around the bone. Yes, that's the wishbone there. There we have one duck breast. Look at how dark the meat is. Duck meat is something else. One to go. Duck breast number 2. How easy was that? With the duck breast, I'm going to cook some sweet potato. I'll fry this in duck fat. Green beans, yes, green beans. I'll just steam them off. And a cranberry sauce. I made this ahead. I was a bit worried about the recipe, but I assure you, it's very nice. Half a cup of dried cranberries, half a cup of sugar, half a cup of freshly squeezed orange juice, bring it to the boil, simmer it for about 15 minutes, let it cool so it thickens. I then added a bit of water, about 3/4 of a cup, just to bring it to the right consistency I wanted. Stick blender. Beautiful. You know, the sweetness of the sugar, you know, the citrusy taste from the orange, and the cranberry is just a little bit sour. I think this is going really well with the duck. Sweet potato. I'll cut this fairly thin. I don't want to waste too much time on it. The duck breast is the main event here. With these duck breasts, the key to that is you've got to cook them slow and steady. What I'll do first of all, I'll put them in a cold cast iron camp oven, skin down. I'll put a bit of weight on top of them to make sure the skin doesn't shrivel up and come away, and gradually bring the heat up. You don't need any fat. There's loads of fat in the breast. It'll come out. It might take 6 or 8 minutes to get them. You need these skins nice and brown. Turn them over, sear them on the other side, and then I'll put the lid on the camp oven and put a bit of heat on top of the lid, take the heat off the bottom, another 6 or 8 minutes in the oven. And you need the internal temperature about 54 degrees. We'll see how we go. Meanwhile, I'll have to fry these in the duck fat. We have our duck breast here. Camp oven. No grease or anything, that's cold. Put your duck skin side down. You need to put a bit of a weight on it to stop the skin shrinking up. Not too much. This block of wood I hope's heavy enough. Now the key with duck is slow and steady. Once these start warming up a bit, I'll take them over there and put some heat beads under them. They probably need 6 or 8 minutes. These are starting to sizzle a bit. I'll just move them over. One of the heat beads. It's just nice steady heat. Our water heating up for our beans later. A bit of duck fat in there, rendering down. Bit of duck fat in there ready to cook sweet potato. Meanwhile, our duck breast is going on famously well. You just turn them over. Those tops are quite brown. You let them sizzle there for a couple of minutes. Now the internal temperature of your duck breast needs to be about 54 degrees. That's probably enough. We'll just take those off. Put the lid on and transfer our heat beads to the top. Let's leave a couple there on the bottom. Five minutes, our duck breast will be ready. It's good to go for our floods. Let's put our sweet potato on here. These won't take very long. I'll just run a quick check on these duck breasts. I reckon they'll nearly be done. That one's right on 55. He's good. He's 54. I think we'll pull them off. I'll cover these with a bit of foil and put them in a warm place. They need to rest. They need to rest for about 3 or 4 minutes, and that'll be nice. It's not too hot, too close there. Now, sweet potatoes are pretty much done, like saying. Couple of beans in there. They'll only take a couple of minutes. Then we're ready to plate up. There it is. Duck breast. Nice and brown on the top, a little bit of blood coming out. Fried sweet potato and green beans. Just the right amount of crunch. I'm going to put on a plate. First the duck breast. We'll do the test. Cut it through the middle. Maybe a little overdone, but still, lots of pink in the middle. Few beans, some sweet potato, and not forgetting the cranberry sauce. A little bit on the side and a little bit over the duck. A little bit less than $55. Now for the taste test. If you have enjoyed this cooking experience, hit the subscribe button. There'll be one coming your way every week. Certainly a very nice piece of duck. The cranberry sauce really sets it off. You know, the sweet, the sour, the citrus, beautiful.